In the top left of the map here on Frost Ladder Edition, this is game 3 of our best of 5. We have our purple player, Day 9 Ladder Clan's Anuzarg, who's currently tied with his opponent.
And in the bottom left, our pink Protoss player, attempting to cheese of his own last game and failing, unfortunately. It is Outset Center. Game 3. So now with both the cheeses out of the way, what do you think?
Well, personally, if I were in these guys' shoes, I mean, they say it's time for a gentleman's agreement to make sure that we play standard. They promptly scout with their workers as early as possible. So I'm pretty certain right now we are very short on trust in this game. It's not a thing that either player has for the other, and I wouldn't blame them. However, both so far they actually do look to be playing completely normally. There is a pylon in the natural of Ender. It actually looks like Anuzarg is attempting to go hatch first. Kind of being blocked a bit. Ender actually getting real aggressive on the blocking with the double pylon here. This is actually something that can be considered cheesy in the sense that oftentimes the Zergs will just go straight into some kind of crazy one-base play and attack you, and it's very hard to defend.
Especially after you've dropped 200 minerals into those pylons when they could be a couple zealots helping you at the front.
However, I don't think Anuzarg has realized that this is happening, or he's just going to try and put the drone into the natural and just take that. Yeah, here we go.
Where is he going here?
Okay, there's the spawning pool. He snuck up to the high ground. He's within range, so now a probe's going to come over and be like, what are you doing, what are you doing, what are you doing, what are you doing?
Trying to check out the tech. He's not going to find too much here.
Get out. He's not going to find too much because 200 minerals already got spent on 2 pylons.
That's right.
But, so this delays Ender's wall, basically. He still gets the Nexus up at the same time.
Does this delay Ender's game?
Ha! No.
Oh, I'm full of it tonight. I got it.
So Anuzarg has chosen to simply ninja expand. Not necessarily a bad choice, though it is going to mean defending the space from any kind of pressure if it's discovered is basically impossible.
I think that's a good choice, though. I mean,
yeah.
It's going to throw him off. I mean, he's going to think he's going into one base, so Ender's going to turtle, and he's going to realize that things are going to snowball out of control.
I think Anuzarg will have to very aggressively grab a third base, though, like somewhere else, for that to actually work, or else he's just going to be competing on even footing while having to transfer drones halfway across the map, which is not a good place to be.
2 lings out now. 4 lings, rather. Gonna start working their way on this pylon.
Actually, maybe even better, he just takes this space as his third. Convinces his opponent that he's expanding really late.
Quite delayed here, but
So here's the reactions from the chat to your statement about this being Ender's game. Sarah just apparently spit on her keyboard, and Deploy wants to nuke your house. And any citizen just agreed with you.
I'm sorry that those are death-worthy jokes there.
Oh well, you know, he used to want to nuke man bond, so maybe it's a sign of affection.
We haven't been able to figure that out yet, though.
No, we haven't. So there's actually no Zealot in the wall in here, so if it wasn't for, if he had a couple more Zerglings, he could actually just run to the base and start causing some trouble.
He could. This probe getting taken out here. He did see the expo, though, so he does know. He doesn't know about the third one, however.
You know, in a lot of ways, he can't really detect it either, because Anuzarg hasn't necessarily been spending all of his money, so, you know, he can't really tell if something funny is going on just yet. Baneling Nest.
Ooh.
This is actually a very powerful play in this particular position. Let me think here. Ender's does have a pylon in his wall. Your ability to deal with this comes down to scouting, actually. If you scout it coming, just grab some sentries, start making your wall a little bit more HP heavy, and it's pretty easy to hold, actually.
Sentries are pretty expensive, though, so if you don't know that you need them, you've already spent the gas on something else, like stalkers.
There's also only, I think, is that an Artosis pylon? I'm not 100% certain. I think this pylon on the high ground does power maybe the cannon and the gateway. So if the Banelings hit that, then a lot of his defenses actually, half of it will disappear almost immediately.
He will still have the gateway though. Warp Tech is about halfway done. And ooh, Link's moving up to the front, morphing.
This is gonna help. He's got an Oracle coming out, as long as it's in the area when the attack occurs. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4 Banelings. So he's just going for a wall break, and then he's going to rush the Lings and try and do damage. There's no speed, right? Yep, not yet.
Anuzarg.
Now, the other thing, too, is that there's a lot of things that could actually go wrong here. If he blows up the Banelings on, like, the gateway then or the forge, yeah, it doesn't do anywhere near the kind of damage he wants. Now, the Stalker's actually just going to walk out right now, exposing the fact that the Zealot is not actually totally walling in that spot. Stalker finds an errant overlord. Just hanging out. Now wishing it wasn't.
Yep,
a lot of Banelings. Now it doesn't matter what he hits.
Ooh. Oh, this is going to be really tough for Ender. He has nothing here. And Anuzarg not wasting any more time. He's going to move right in.
And here go the Banelings. They're actually running forward, mostly annihilating themselves on a Zealot, and then running forward and trying to kill the cannons. For the most part, actually turning into a very successful attack. Double Oracle here in play, going to activate and get to work on the Zerglings, I hope. There we go. Now, they will actually kill these very, very quickly. They have done a huge amount of damage to the worker line, though.
More Lings coming in from the back. Moving straight up, going to take out the forge just before the rest of them die.
And unfortunately, the reinforcement Lings from Anuzarg are quite a bit far behind, so he has the potential to be able to rebuild this wall, but he is not getting onto that. Instead, focusing on putting on his workers into place first. Starting to rebuild it, unfortunately, only putting down the one building, not even bothering, actually. Nope, trying to rebuild, not going to be able to do it. Too many Lings coming in. And third, wow, he's got 3 Stargates up here. He's third Oracle coming out, not enough energy here, really, to kill all this. Here he goes, though. He's going to try. Thing is, as long as Ender is able to continue mining and build up this little Oracle squadron here, this doesn't really do much more than kill his natural. At least it shouldn't. He's trying to cancel. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. This third hatchery coming into play as well. Extra macro for Anuzarg as far as larva is concerned. And I don't know. The distance is about the same, so...
Oracle. There's a point when he has too many Oracles for this to work anymore, actually.
All the Oracles, all these Oracles and no energy.
Now he's going to attack again and be like, I'm going to kill your stuff. But, Oracles, just got to wait until they reach 25 energy and then they will annihilate all the Zerglings. By the way, Zealots have been warped in.
It's going to be hard to get up this ramp with 3 Zealots body blocking it.
I think Anuzarg's just over-focusing on killing his opponent a little too much right now. He doesn't need to do this. He can start getting some other piece of tech to help him out,
He really is trying to seal the deal, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. He probably needs to move into another base.
So what's he doing? He's gathering up at his base now. Doesn't have much. He hasn't put down any spore crawlers or anything. These do never underestimate the power of this many oracles. They can actually annihilate a hatchery in seconds.
Chrono boosting this Nexus and nothing's happening on it. A little bit of wasted energy there.
I think he's alright though. That's a lot of oracles. He's just going mass oracle.
Wouldn't blame him in this case.
So if Anuzarg has enough time and realizes what's going on, he can just go mass mute it and kill all of this. But it isn't doing it yet. Still hasn't rebuilt the wall. Focusing on rebuilding his economy instead. And out comes the Star Destroyer fleet of oracles. Just going to roll in over here.
All these disco balls gonna hit everything.
So yeah, that one queen's gonna die immediately.
All these drones. They're gonna vaporize.
Kills everything. The Lings are gonna come over so that they can observe the carnage. Then they're gonna run away when they realize they can't.
This hatchery is going down so fast.
Now he's just gonna kill these. can't transfuse really fast enough because they are that strong. Queens are not that good against oracles at all.
Oh, this looks so painful. Not that they're out of
Now,
energy,
the
he's just
problem
gonna...
here is that Andor thinks he's done more damage than he has. He thinks his opponent's on 2 base. He's not. Question is, has he realized yet that this is going on? More zealots are actually warping in back here. I don't know where the rest of them went. Aren't there 3 of them here before? Interesting.
There were.
And that's enough to scare him off. Trying to build a Nexus down here. Thankfully hasn't been scouted for our Protoss player.
He hasn't done much with it. I think the rally is busted as well.
How many Oracle beams does it take to equal a Death Star beam? Asks Opsy. Anti-Citizens answers 2, and then says Oracle's hella OP.
2. I don't know. I think we got a little bit of bias there in the chat.
Well, it's fun though. Gonna
Oracle's...
float back up here, probably pick off another hatchery.
I don't know, I don't think he has enough energy.
There's the +1 flyer attacks on the Spire. Anuzarg is gonna go up into mutas. This is gonna be real bad. Now the thing is, if Ender can actually just switch into Phoenixes real easily, and he's just gonna start up here and be like, "Oh, that's lovely. Oh, Spire you have. It would be unfortunate if something happened to it." Kills it immediately, kills the Spire, and now he's going to go for the. That is still a lair. Yes, it is. It's a lair that's just about to spit out a bunch of larvae, and will just.
Wow.
Barely not do so. He's going to start killing workers.
Ling's moving in for a counterattack here as a natural. Being pretty convincingly shut down by these cannons.
Did manage to kill one of them. And hello, single muta. Dies to the wall. 4 more mutalisks, and then by the way, he's supply blocked, so he can't build any more than 1 Phoenix. Oh. Well, what wins in a fight? 1 Phoenix or 4 mutas? The answer is the Phoenix leaves.
Yes, or never leaves the
Now
start.
the oracles show up just like the Zerglings in order to basically be like, "Oh, we can't shoot you!
Quick! Ram them!
Sorry!"
Ram them! Bump into their faces!
The Phoenix is like, hang on. I'll be in position in a minute. Just let me get some friends.
Oh my goodness.
Well, very, very interesting situation there. Lair having gone down means that I don't believe a secondary spire was built.
Ender's still supply blocked. I'm gonna drop some more
Yes.
pylons here. This supply block is pretty huge actually. So, well...
Ace saying, if only he had built Corruptors. And then going, oh, right, Oracles can't shoot up, so you don't really need the extra armor. Meanwhile, Anti-Citizen says, what the is this game? What is it? And I'm like, yeah. This is a game of an individual who requested, please don't match me with someone who cheeses, and then promptly...
cheeses him the first game.
cheeses him the first game, gets cheese back. And now we have Ender, who has resumed his original form of he who oracles. By the way, moving out onto the map again. That Overlord not getting to scout anymore in the future, as he has been sent to Oblivion.
Alright.
This hatchery also going to go down again. These 2 oracles were like, oh, we wanted to kill those lings. Let's see if he can transfuse fast enough. The answer is no. Oh, look, a baneling nest.
Wow. Attempted counterattack here. All the banelings go off on the front wall. Cannons are depowered.
And Anuzarg says GG. Well played.
GG.
Crazy game. Really crazy game.